Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case out of Fall River, Massachusetts. In May of 2014, police discovered a car abandoned near a gas station in a nearby town. The keys were found close by, and a woman's sandal was lying near the vehicle. But the driver was nowhere to be found. Hours earlier, a neighbor had seen someone sitting in that same car outside an apartment building. The neighbor later told investigators she appeared to be looking through papers. After that moment, no one would report seeing her again. More than a decade later, her disappearance remains unsolved. This is the story of Jennifer Mbugua. Jennifer Mbugua was 31 years old. She was originally from Nairobi, Kenya, but had been living in the United States for years. By 2014, she was living in Fall River, Massachusetts, where she worked as a licensed practical nurse. Family members described her as quiet, kind, and deeply religious. They also said she tended to be a private person who kept to herself. Reports say at the time, she had also been considering a career change. But those who knew her said her disappearance was completely out of character. The last confirmed sighting of Jennifer came on May 27, 2014. A neighbor at her apartment building on South Main Street in Fall River reported seeing her inside her car. The vehicle was a gray Toyota Camry. The neighbor said Jennifer appeared to be looking through papers. It was a small moment, the kind of moment that might have been easy to overlook. But that would be the last time anyone reported seeing her. In the early morning hours of May 28, 2014, a station manager at a gas station in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, noticed something unusual. A car was parked near the back of the property, close to the car wash area. The vehicle appeared to have been left there. The manager contacted police. When officers arrived, they identified the vehicle as belonging to Jennifer Mbugua. Investigators said the car appeared to have been left there overnight. But Jennifer Mbugua was nowhere to be found. What investigators found at the scene raised even more questions. Jennifer's keys were found outside the vehicle, and police also recovered one of her sandals nearby. Inside the car, her license, wallet, and paperwork were found. Investigators have not publicly said why those items were left behind, and there was no immediate sign of where Jennifer had gone. The location of the vehicle became one of the most important details in the case. The station where it was found was in North Attleboro. That's about a half-hour drive from Fall River, where Jennifer lived. Investigators were left trying to determine how her car ended up there. Did Jennifer drive there herself? Was someone else involved? Investigators also reviewed surveillance video from the gas station. Cameras captured the car arriving, but the footage was not clear enough to determine who was driving. Whether Jennifer was behind the wheel has never been confirmed. Those missing hours between her last sighting and the discovery of her car have remained one of the most central questions in the investigation. Back at Jennifer's apartment, there were additional details that raised concern. Her family said several of Jennifer's personal belongings were still in the apartment, and they said nothing appeared to have been disturbed. For them, the sudden silence was deeply out of character. They said it was unlike Jennifer to go so long without contacting those close to her. In the days and weeks after her disappearance, Jennifer's family began searching for answers. They organized community efforts, held prayer services, and spoke publicly in hopes that someone might come forward with information. At one point, the family later said they hired a private investigator to help look into the case. But despite these efforts and the investigation by law enforcement, no clear explanation for what happened to Jennifer has ever been made public. The investigation into Jennifer's disappearance has involved multiple law enforcement agencies. But as of the most recent reporting, Jennifer Mbugua has never been located. And there's been no clear explanation as to what happened to her. Her case remains unsolved, and the questions still remain. What happened between the last time anyone saw Jennifer in Fall River and when her car was found in North Attleboro? Why was her car left behind at a gas station? And what happened to Jennifer after her last known sighting? Tips can be sent by email to mspunresolved@pol.state.ma.us. Anonymous tips can also be submitted by texting the word Bristol to 274637. All contact information can be found in the show notes below. Our thoughts are with Jennifer Mbugua's family and loved ones. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing her story helps keep the push for answers moving forward. For updates and more cases, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.